The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
See the stuff that you've done, Now, but you've done Macbeth. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. But you're working on something now that's that we were talking about earlier. I want to let you talk about it because I find it pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the 30th anniversary production of Children of a Lesser God, and it's being done by Deaf West. Which, I mean, who could ask for a better company to do a show about the deaf world than a deaf theater company?
There you go.
And it's actually the original production of Children of a Lesser God was done with Center Theater Group at the Mark Taper Forum, and then it went to Broadway and toured and became a movie, and I mean, did all the wonderful things that it did. And the original stage manager from that production is actually our director for this production. Mm-hmm. So it was fun working with him because he's like this encyclopedia. He watched as they changed the script, and as Mark Madoff, who's the writer, would, eliminate this character or add this character or change this scene. And he knows why every line was put in there. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, growing up, my parents had put me in a sign language class when I was like 6 years old, and I took it in summer school until I was 13, and then I stopped. And I had a couple friends in college who helped me. One friend, unfortunately, who never became a good friend, but he was a friend who was deaf, and he would help me a little bit. And then another sort of friend, I guess, in college that helped me a little bit. But I really forgot most of what I learned. Mm-hmm. And so for this project, I didn't even submit on it. I saw the casting notice, and I didn't submit. My agent didn't submit because I was like, there's no way. They need somebody who's fluent. Mm-hmm. And then I got the call from the casting director, Amy Lieberman, and she asked me to come in. Mm-hmm. And I went, all right, here, we'll see what we do. So I had some books, and I found a website called ASL Pro, and I prepped the audition, went in, got the call back, went in, did the same thing, prepped all the callback sides, went in, and then when I got in the room, Amy went, so you got side A, B, and C, right? And I went, no, I got side A and B, but I got side D over here. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you should have gotten side C here. We're going to do this one. And that is a 2-page monologue that is me screaming in the middle of a fight. And it's all signed as well. She said, well, you got a half hour, so go ahead and prep it. I went, oh, my God.
So it's a stress level building, and the anxiety is, like, going through your brain.
So I had one book on me, and I popped it open, and I started working on all the signs, and then what you have to do is eventually, when my time came, I went, okay, I've learned everything I can, let's just do it. And I went in, and I got the role, and it's been a fantastic experience. I mean, from learning sign language, they have an ASL master that I was doing one-on-one 2-hour sessions with, anywhere from 3 days a week to every day. Mm-hmm. Working with Shoshana Stern, who plays Sarah. Mm-hmm. People may recognize her face or name from Jericho. She was a series regular in Jericho. She was in Weeds. She was in Threat Matrix. And she's fantastic to work with. And speaking of theater being new every night, there are certain actors you work with who, especially in theater, who really keep it fresh because every night they throw a little something new at you. Mm-hmm. And I feel very lucky that in Shoshana I have a co-star who does that on a regular basis. So it definitely keeps every show alive and different.
It keeps you from being turning stagnant or having everything become like monotonous.
Yeah, it prevents complacency.
Right.
Which is so important with theater. And we've been real lucky that the majority of the Backstage West gave us a great review. LA Times gave us a great review. LA Weekly, I mean, everybody seems to really like the show, and we extended it. Mm-hmm. We had a 1-week extension. They announced it last Friday. By Monday, it was already completely sold out.
Nice.
And so now we're trying to extend it again, but we might not have, the theater has to do renovations, so we're not sure if we're going to get to extend it. But it's been amazing because the whole run sold out. We're trying to extend. It seems like we just don't have enough performances for all the people who want to come see us. So that's the exact position you want to be in.
Yeah, but it may come to a point, you never know, it may come to a point that, maybe they go on a road because right now you're in LA.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, but it happens because if you have, and we're talking about it now, you know, Children of the Lesser God, that you're doing this whole project. You guys are sold out. Okay, you have the Deaf West Theater. You know, there's people are like banging on the door. They want more performances because you're selling out all the tickets. You know, the production company. Yeah, I think, you know, I wouldn't be shocked if they're looking at other venues outside of there to have this thing go, because if it's that good and everything you're telling me about it sounds fantastic, you never know.
Well, that's we're keeping our fingers crossed, and if something happens, I'll definitely be letting people know.
Yeah, well then we get you back on the show and we talk about it, you know, and we go over stuff. But now, right now, you're the Children of the Lesser God is what are you playing through October?
We play through right now through October 18th.
Okay.
And the possible extension and